Hello. It's been a while since I've done one of these March. And yeah, um, so welcome back to my podcast. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm bored and I just wanted to catch up since yeah. So like in March I had another episode done. Like I had like a few episodes done, but then my computer was like, no. No, you're not gonna do that. So yeah, that's that. Well, yeah, lots of things have happened since March. My grandfather died. I finished school. I went to Europe, London and Denmark to be exact. And next tomorrow I'm going for a summer camp to go work there. So yeah, lots of things has have oh my God have have happened since I've came on here. Uh yeah, I don't have something specific I wanted to talk about, but sometimes subjects come to mind, and yeah. Well, yeah, I'm off school now, so I've been sitting on my ass all day. I've gone in mosquito bites. I've summer, like okay, see that's something. Like I saw something on like TikToks called like school PTSD, which is like kind of like the feeling that you're not in school and you feel like you're procrastinating something or you feel like you're missing out on something, but you're not. Like I have that urgency too. Like I would feel like, oh my God, I gotta get this work done. No, you finished in like April. So it's like I like summer, but at the same time, I do like school because it keeps my mind busy. Like I'm starting in university in September in conflict and peace studies in Ottawa, not on University of Ottawa, St. Paul's. And it's like, I don't know, like I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like learning and it's like, you know, university because the benefit of university compared to high school is that it's like you're choosing to do this you want to go, you're paying for it. So like if you skip a class, that's like $30. And it's like I don't have to go to math class because I don't like math class, but my program's not going to have a math class because that's what I chose. That's my program. I look on the classes and I see what I'm interested in. Like I'm gonna take a second here. Like I have a class in negotiation, which I'm very excited for because I like negotiation and like negotiating. Like flea markets are gonna hate me. I'm gonna haggle. I'm gonna have a degree in haggling. So yeah, moving into residence. So if anybody has tips and tricks when living in residence, please let me know. Like I got a bunch of stuff. Like I got a counter, like a kitchen island, and I want to get a toilet shelf, like a thing that you put on your like behind your toilet because there's not many room. But the problem is that I have no contact with my roommate. I only know who my roommate is like a week before. So that's the problem. So like I can't be like, "Hey girl, did you already have this? Did you already have that?" And like a certain part, some people say, oh, it's not good to know your roommate before because then if like you do stuff together before you can have like you can have like a bad day and like that pe person is gonna feel that. Or like you like people say like, oh, you're not obligated to be besties with your roommate. You're just you live together and you make it work. But at the same time, I want to be friends with my roommate. I, you know, and be stuck together for like 6 months on end. But yeah, like I bring my air fryer. Can't live without her. Um, yeah, but I've been having trouble because the problem is that where I'm going to school is like 20 minutes away from where I live. So then OSAP, which is like the financial aid, they're like, "Hey girl, why don't you live at your parents' house? You're only like 30 minutes away." But I don't want to. I don't want to stay at my parents' house. I don't want to stay at my dad's house. So so then we had to find like a loophole. Then I moved to like my stepmom's house, like 44 kilometers away. So I did that. But now we're just currently waiting if we can get the money in time because the money is due July 18, which is like 2 weeks. So hopefully OSAP gets it done. But OSAP is also very, very slow. Like I sent an email to my financial aid office at my school, and they said 10 to 12 weeks before I get the money and the change is due. Thanks. So luckily, I do have some money put aside for it, so it's like we can like take it and just pay it back. But it's like sort of like I don't want to be stressing out about that. I just want to like get the room, pay my shit, be good to go, learn, be educated. Pay the bed where I'm staying in is more expensive than my actual education, which I don't understand. Like seriously, why is residence so expensive? Like look at it logically, okay? Your your tuition fees goes to the teacher's knowledge, to teach like the school, the textbook, the whatever. Let's say tuition is like $5,000. Why is my residence costing me like $10,000? Why am I paying more for a bed? That's all it is. I'm paying for a bed and air conditioning. In that case, I'll sleep at school, man. Like just like pull up the couch and like do what I believe the teachers did when I was like 2 years old. Oh, what? Like I remember like one time when I saw my teacher at Walmart when I was like 6 years old. I was like, "You don't live at a school? You don't sleep there? You know?" It's always like a mind-boggling experience as a child where it's like, "Oh, you have a life? You have a life outside of school?" Wait until I discover the power of the teacher's Facebook. Oh, you went on a cruise, girl? I thought you just lived at school. Like, I don't know. Like, I think we all had that innocence where we believed that they lived at the school. Like, I think that's a global thought. And like my favorite time was pajama day because I always thought they just slept in at school. They'd be like, "Oh, pajama day." But pajama day goes hard. Like, but the problem with me and when it comes to pajama day is I don't know if someone other people do that, but I get changed. Like I don't wear the same pajamas that I fell asleep with. Because for me, getting dressed or like getting ready is how my mind works. Like, oh, I'm putting on a bra, ready to start the day. So like if I get up and it's a pajama day, I won't stay in the same pajamas I slept with. One, sometimes I sleep naked. Two, I sweat a lot during the night. So I don't want to be pull up in school with some like sweaty ass pajama pants and be like, I'm ready to learn. I know I'm sticking out of this house, but you know. Or for me, another trigger is people who wear pajamas when it's not pajama day. I understand they're comfortable, but sweatpants have the same exact effect. Just get sweatpants. Just pay $80 for a pair of sweatpants at Roost and you'll be good to go. But if we go back to the topic of living in residence, I kind of get it because for me, the residence where I'm going to school is like a 2 minute walk. Like you're not even crossing the street. Like it's connected by a tunnel. So it's gonna be very hard for me in a certain way to get dressed because I'll be like, oh, my class is only 2 minutes away. I don't need to get dressed. I can just pull up in my pajamas. No, you gotta get dressed or something. Or like if I had to like run in and go get something, like, oh, you forgot your like water bottle in class and you're in residence. I think in that case I would just go to school in my pajama pants because who cares? Who cares at that point? Um, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm looking at my Danish birthday flag. Yeah, I was gone to Europe. I went to London and Denmark for my grandfather's 80th birthday. Because he has two sons down there. And yeah, it was my first time completely overseas. 3 weeks was a lot, but it was fun. Like it's I'm glad that I did it when I was older because when you're 18, you remember more the experience of saying like, "Oh, my mom brought me to Disneyland when I was 2." Like, you're not gonna remember Disneyland when I was 2. Uh, but yeah, we got so much baggage. Like, it was me, my grandmother, my grandfather, because it's a whole complicated basis. His name's Sadie, okay? My other grandfather died. Like, what? Did a ghost bring you on your trip? No. Yeah, so London, Denmark. Denmark was a birthday surprise. It was like a 2-hour plane ride from London. That's the benefit of living in Europe. Everything is nearby, and you have to like compared to Canada, if you go with if you're driving like 2-hour plane ride, you're still in the same province, and the poutine's gonna taste the same. But like if you go like in Europe, 2-hour plane ride is a whole different culture. Like London's very different than Denmark, and like I fell in love. I love Denmark. Like just the beauty of the Scandinavian countries and the bikes. So many. I know that's gonna bother some of you guys, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Intervention right here. Yeah, so lots of bikes, like more bikes than cars, and like the first time I went there, I took a walk and like I went in the bike lane by accident and they were roofless. They're like, I was like, okay, okay, I get it, I get it. And yeah, so went there, went down there. Then I stayed in London, like London, Notting Hill to be exact, for 2 weeks. No, 1 week. And then we went down to the countryside where his other son lives for a week. And we went to like typical English countryside, like Stonehenge and stuff like that. Like Stonehenge, if you're expecting to see some rocks in a circle, that's what you're gonna see and that's what you're gonna get. Because like my friend was like, "Did you feel like something inside of you was awoken when you went to st-" No, no, no. I filmed a TikTok though. I filmed a really funny TikTok. But yeah, no, Denmark. Fun fact, when it's your birthday in Denmark, birthdays and flags have a correlation. So when it's your birthday, they put a little birthday flag on your table. And I got this at the supermarket because I thought it was a really cute tradition because we did celebrate my grandfather's 80th in Denmark. They put a little flag on thing, so I got it. But the problem is that the stand broke, so I just glued it. So they just gotta. I have another one downstairs that's more solid, but yeah, put that aside. Yeah, so that's that. No complaints on the travel. Like I said, first time international flight there. I did fall asleep, fight back. I just watched a bunch of Marvel movies. Iron Man and Endgame to be exact, because those were the two Marvel movies. There was 7-hour plane ride. Yeah, lots of baggage. Lots of baggage. Like we have like three full size um check baggage. Yeah, I've never yeah. So yeah. I also discovered a part of me that I am not a traveler. I found myself that was very overwhelmed with everything like, oh, you gotta take the train on time, you gotta take the plane on time. Maybe once I'm older, but no, I just didn't like in one place I did get the bug. I want to go back, but a part of me is just like, I want to go back, but I want to fly in a private jet. Yeah. So that was that. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, unfortunately, in end of March, my grandfather passed away. I was very close to him, so that was hashtag rough to say to the least. And I got this little sunflower in honor to him. I it's like it's glass. I love it. Yeah, so that's been hard. It's my first time because my biological mom died when I was 2, so I don't really remember her, but this is the first time I'm going to the actual process of grief. Like, like getting the moment, and like grief is such a weird emotion because I'm a very uh, the hardest thing for me is I have a very like attachment to like inanimate objects. Like this is a very important pack of things for me. Like cleaning out his house was so incredibly hard. I just wanted to take everything and like I didn't know where to put it. That's the problem. So like if you guys have tips for like, foreseeable future, because unfortunately we don't live forever, how you get rid of family member things because oh my God, it was something. It was hard. Yeah, but I'm staying strong. Just those little moments in life where it's like, oh, I wish you were here, blah 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 blah. But this is a happy podcast, so we're gonna have happy thoughts. Yeah. Well, like I said at the beginning of this episode, I'm going to summer camp. I'm gonna work there. I'm not gonna tell, like, I don't want, like, confidentially. Oh yeah, I'm at this address at this organization, whatever. Yeah, so it's gonna be a new experience. I did scouting when I was a child, but my mom was like hold on, I just want to make sure something. Okay, we're good. My mom was like the counselor, so we're sort of like not really roughing it at a certain point. I was like, Anna, can you help me? So yeah, like I'm gonna be a counselor, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good experience. Like um, and it's like a whole like, oh, you're gonna be a role model for the children, and it's like, hell yeah, I am. They're gonna love me. So yeah, unfortunately, the only thing I'm kind of sad is that we don't get to get like cool camp names like Bubbles or Flowers or something like that. So unfortunately, I had to use my government name. Like I made a joke. It's like, why can't I not be my gamer tag XX Livy Kitty 2018? I would love a kid to call me that. Hey, yo, XXX Livy Kitty 18, new Master 69. Obviously, that won't be my camp name, but it's unfortunate because I was like, it's something I always wanted to be part of having like a cool camp counselor name. But no, I just have to stick with Olivia. Maybe I can like pull off with a Liv. Like I say, if I can get Liv, I'm okay with that. Just not Olivia. Yeah, so it's like an hour away, and like this week I have like a whole like orientation thing. Like, oh, what happens if a kid drowns? You leave the kid there, and then you wait, and you get like, you know, whatever. Oh, but for me, honestly, my biggest fear is ticks. I'm terrified of ticks. I've never had one, knock on wood, but I don't want a tick. I don't want them. I don't want those pesky little pests. And like we were like during I had a first aid training like 2 weeks ago. It's like, yo, yeah, ticks can go up in your like genitalia. And I was like, no, you no. It's like, oh yeah, counselors when they've been taking showers, they found some down there. What do you mean you found some down there? Huh? I don't want to be in my shower, or worse, even worse, a kid has one. I don't want to be taking ticks off your scrotum. No, thank you. With the little no, no, I am not doing that. And like I'm very squeamish when it comes to bugs. So I am not doing that. Luckily we like I met the nurse and she's so nice. I love her. So like you do that. You do what you have to do. Like yeah. Like luckily I'm not like first aid squeamish. Like hopefully it doesn't happen, but like if like the bone is sticking out, I don't mind seeing the bone sticking out. But when it comes to ticks and bugs and like cockroaches and like everything else, nope, you're killing that. You're killing that spider. Um, yeah. That's and like leeches. Ah, nope, 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 no, 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 no. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully, yeah, like I said, hopefully I don't have ticks up my private parts in the hoo-ha, and because that's gonna be not fun, and I really, 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 really hope that does not happen. And it's also Canada Day today. Happy Canada Day, you know, whoop whoop. Um, Not doing anything for Canada Day. As you can tell, I'm currently sitting in my room doing a podcast. But the problem is that Canada Day is on a Tuesday. So if I went out or something, if even though I have nobody who wants to go out with me, that's why I'm doing a podcast. I would have to be back because like tomorrow I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to go to my dentist before I go because my stupid brace bracket fell. So yeah. Um, and I think it's supposed to rain. Is it supposed to rain? Let's say we're supposed to rain. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, no, it's not supposed to rain. That's good. It's gonna be colder. It's gonna be colder this week. And this is in Canadian, so like um so like Celsius, that's what I mean. So yeah, like hopefully that's gonna be nice for camp, like that colder weather, because like I said earlier, if you're listening and paying attention, which I hope, I sweat during the night, and most of the times I sleep. So I can't really do that at camp. Like, hey, counts, kids. No, that's the other kind of camp. That's the camp next door, nudist camp. Maybe next year will be a counselor there. Um, yeah. You know what's been my like guilty pleasure lately? McDonald's ice cream cones. I've been having one every 2 days. And like I don't know like if it's like an only America thing that they're always broken. But in Canada, knock on wood, I've always had very successful ice cream runs. And like they're cheap. They're like $2 for like a big cone like that, and I love them. They're so good. Uh, I don't, now I want one. Now I want it this game. So maybe I'll go get one after this episode. Well, okay. I'm on recording on Zoom, and like I don't know how long this episode has been going on for. Because usually there's a timer, so I don't know when I started. That's the thing. Aha, there you go. Okay, 25 minutes. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I'm in a talkative mood, so I don't know what I could possibly talk about. Um, uh, yeah, so that's what's that. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. Like, I want to dip my toes in the sand. Like, luckily where the camp is, I think there's a really nice lake, but there's a difference between taking care of 5 kids and just relaxing and tanning, even though I burn and I still can't get some freaking color. Like, when you go to a paint store and it's like, oh, do you have any like paint supply, like paint samples for white? Just put me against the wall and you'll see what your white ceilings are looking. Ugh, like I don't know, like people who tan, I am so incredibly jealous. Like those tan lines goes hard. Like like the itty bitty bikini and there's like the little tan lines and it's like, mm, love it. I love it. Like in the past, I really burnt. Like I'm the type I like during the summer I wear like sundresses, like not like spaghetti straps, but like I think no, that's just the shadow. Like I wear like not spaghetti straps, but they're like thicker. They're like 2 fingers, like and like nope, can't get a tan. And like I have a little bikini and I go outside. Nope, can't tan. I just nope. My body does not extract the UV radiation. Maybe I'm like built, or maybe I'm built different. Like nuclear commissions are gonna call me and be like, "Hey girl, how do you stop that radiation?" Or is it just your radiating beauty that cancels out the radiation? I don't know. Or as a kid, I stand too close to the microwave because there's something about watching your, like, what's something you make in microwave? Your pizza just spinning around. I don't know where I'm going with this, but most of the times in this podcast, I don't know. where I'm going. But I think I have, okay, it's been 30 minutes. I think I have a 40-minute time limit because I'm using Zoom to record this. Because before I used to use my school account to record. So, I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this episode to prove that I have a podcast because I was telling my friend I have like someone I met like, oh, I have a podcast, and like, oh, you haven't uploaded since March. What happened? Well, this happened. So I'll let you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, like wherever you listen to while you're working out or like having a great time with your girlfriend. I hope I can spice up your life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and drop a like. Yeah, so I don't I'm doing this and I don't know if I'm gonna upload an episode this month because like I said, I am gone, but maybe on weekends. Okay, well bye bye. Thank you for watching.